Yeah, reflection time. Remember, I'm a big proponent of introspection because these are the things, these blocks, these false ideas we have, these are the things that block our peace or block our realization, catching these things out. And this is a very deep-rooted belief that people have, and a lot of people don't even know it. They somehow have this idea that, like, if I really am in touch with my spiritual nature, that it's going to express in such and such way, whatever that way is. I'm going to be a teacher, or I'm going to be some platform speaker, or I'm going to be doing some creative thing. I should be so creative now. That video, I think, is already out. You remember, the truth is paradoxical. I just made a video saying spirituality enhances your creativity. Yeah, it does. It does, big time. Okay, but I'm talking about another angle here. So all these angles. The mind wants to like box something in and say, and be literal about things. How you can be literal about the infinite? You can't. So this angle, so it's another trap. The mind will say, like, you're gonna be, you're spiritual, like you're in touch with your spiritual nature. What's my creative? I should be doing something super creative. I need my purpose. God, you gotta give me your no, your purpose is that you're in touch with your spiritual nature. This is the highest purpose for any human being. Whether or not it, or how that expresses, if on a physical level, form, that's not your business. It's not your business. It could be a higher lesson of humility that you want to learn, that you want to experience, because that's going to catapult your spiritual growth even more, in the sense that maybe you're not going to do anything so public and great or recognizable or something. Maybe you just enjoy your spiritual nature. You just enjoy that, and that's it. Maybe that's the lesson, to accept that. And then if you really accept that, then maybe there will be a vehicle of expression that comes from that. Once you get that lesson, this is how it works, man. Like, our little whiny needs and wants, all it does is keep us more stuck. Our ideas of what we think spirituality looks like or should look like, or what we think anything should look like, actually. What we think our teacher should look like. Shouldn't act like that. Whatever, just like we got to throw all that out. And you just stay with this this feeling, or this awareness, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you do, you feel like you can sense that you're in touch with a higher aspect of this pure self that maybe you weren't before. That's all that matters. That's important. It's the only thing that's important. When you leave this planet, that is the only thing that matters. It's not going to matter what you did. It's not going to matter. You think when I leave here, I'm going to be thinking, oh, I made YouTube videos, and like I had intruders coming, and then I did groups, or I wrote books. Man, I'm not going to be thinking any of that. Nothing. What's happening? There's a lot of energy.
How you doing?
Good.
Come on. He's busy. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. See, I get in trouble I get the dog in trouble because like the owner's trying to keep the dog from coming to me, but I keep calling it. See? Because that's what I do. All right. We were talking. He's still trying to come. We're talking about like spiritual value. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're talking about. So that's the main lesson. I had to realize that myself, and then I ended up making videos. Oh yeah, I was talking about but I was cool if I didn't. In fact, I didn't want to, actually. Remember? I said in one of my videos, I knew if I started doing this, I wasn't going to get out of it. I called it the spiritual mafia, because I just somehow knew. I said, when I leave this planet, I'm not going to be thinking about all these things. Just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's like God's superficial play. Whether he uses me to deliver this message, or he uses that guy with the dog to deliver the message, like, what difference does it make? The level of form, we're all super insignificant. Or we can say everybody's significant. Okay, either way. Those that like to practice positivity, maybe you want to say everybody's significant. Well, it means the same thing though. Everybody's significant or everybody's not significant, it's the same thing. It's like cancels out. All that's going to matter when we leave this planet is our level of consciousness. That's going to determine like where we're driven to, where we magnetize, you know. That's it. And then peace is going to be much easier. We're going to get a nice rest. We need it. Thank God we're only here for, 70, 80 years. Like, seriously, people are like trying to, like, they want the doctors to save them and keep me alive. Like, I don't want to die. And I'm like, you're already over, like, you're done. You want to tear your body up more trying to keep it alive, then you'll suffer more. I seriously, I'm 50 now, if I had some, I don't know, whatever, some fatal health issue or some kind of thing with my heart or cancer or whatever, and the only way I could maybe get better was to do some barbaric treatment for, an extended period of time, no way, man, no way. If it was a simple fix or something, okay, maybe, yeah, why not? But I'm not going to sign up for some heavy duty, no way. My body hates synthetic things, hates it. It's super sensitive to that stuff. I don't like it. I haven't took any pills since I was 23 or something. I took a half a aspirin or something when I had a toothache or something. I don't like it. So, okay, let's try to come back though. And the reason I'm sharing about this, because people give themselves brain damage over this equating their physical human expression with their level of spirituality. They think it like goes together. Well, yeah, but look at this person and that person. Look, they were spiritual, and look all the things they did. Yeah, you don't know about all the people that could be higher than them, and they aren't doing anything, and that's why you don't know about them. They're not in the public eye. God determines and decides who does what. Okay, you go here. You go stand on that platform and talk. Okay, here, you make videos. Okay, you just don't do anything. Nobody's ever going to know about you. It's all one's Dharma and destiny that God decides. So don't give yourself brain damage. I know we live in a society that's just super gun-ho about and focused on like attention, and everybody wants everyone to look at them. So that energy can mess you up and align with this false belief that I'm trying to debunk. And you can save yourself a lot of trouble, man, and you can be more calm, you're more chill when that goes away. I've made this video in different ways in the past, and so I'm just hitting it on a different angle now. What about these people who paraplegics or quadriplegics, or people who are confined to a wheelchair? They need some assistance all the time. They have a very, very debilitating situation. You know how many of those people there are? There's so many. I've done chronic pain groups. I know. There's so many. We live in such a small little bubble. Our little universe is so small. I don't care how much you watch the internet. You just don't know anything that's going on in the world, really. Not really. 8 billion people in the world. Some want to correct me. No, they're lying to you. There's really 5 billion. Earth is flat. And, man, who cares? Like, seriously, we're gonna like talk about that. There's a lot of damn people on this planet. They're over here and there and there, and they're everywhere. Can't get away from them. That's the problem. That's why I like come out here. Even then, I can't get away. You see, intruders come sometimes. So there's so many people, man, that you don't know all these situations. So what the people that have these kind of debilitating limitations that I'm pointing to now, are they just, what about them? What about them? Like, is that okay? Like, well, first of all, can they become spiritual? Now, most will say, yeah, they can become spiritual. Okay, well then, do you expect them to do something big? No, they can't, because they're like limited. Okay, but do you expect yourself to? Well, yeah, because like I have the body to do it. Well, so what? It doesn't mean anything. Just because you don't have the limitations in your body that they have doesn't mean that you should do some big thing out here or something, or express yourself in a certain way. Things out here cause more trouble. It's so easy to get identified with. This is Maya. See, Maya works through, or cosmic delusion works through all these ways. People get so, it's a challenge. It's another challenge. Look at it like that. If you do end up expressing yourself in some way, that's another challenge, because then you got to stay humble. Can you stay humble, or are you going to start wanting to be more expressive? Okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing we're going to do? Okay, you're doing YouTube video. Okay, you did some private session. You did it groups. Okay, now what? A retreat? You want to do it? No, I'm good. I have no projected out. I never had any since I started the channel. I don't have any forecast, no projected thing. I keep thinking. Somebody made, they hadn't seen me in a while. They said, damn, your channel took off. I said, yeah, I know. I keep thinking that it will just stop. Like, it won't keep grow. I've been thinking that since I had 1,000 subscribers. I say, okay, now it's going to just stay like that. And now what? It's at 41. So I told them, I said, okay, probably now though. It's at 41. Now it'll stay stop. Yeah, I don't, this is real freedom. This is why I feel happy. Not because I have a YouTube channel and it's growing. I'm happy because I don't care. This is why I'm happy. When you care about these things, it's stress, it's tension. That thought stream causes tension. This is why I'm talking about it, and I want to debunk that. You be okay with what you are. Your spiritual value, man, it means your recognition of your source. How is something out here gonna has nothing to do with that? It's a misnomer your mind creates. I should be doing this. I should, all these shoulds. No, it's God's business, what happens. And like I said at the beginning, it can be a lesson in humility, that you accept, like, you have all this and you want to do something great, but like nothing's coming. Yeah. Bearing that, accepting yourself as you are, of how life is working through you. Doesn't mean you just give up and say, well, then I'm just going to. No, you still, if the life force wants to work on something, okay, work on it a little bit. But if it's making you crazy, and if you're caught up in too much projected outcomes, then you have to check that. You ask God to help you with that. Yeah, that's a test right there. Accepting that you're not doing anything, basically, if you want to say like that. Or you're doing some job that you feel, you shouldn't be doing. You should be doing something greater. Okay, that's the lesson right there. That's how I felt when I was selling cars. Now, here's the lesson on the other side. Let's say God gives you, and they're both lessons. Both, one's not higher than the other. They're both meaningless, but they're both lessons. God gives you something in the world, some task to do, some function to fulfill. You're doing like something. People see you. Oh, you're getting recognition. Oh, wow. Getting likes and stuff. Yeah. Okay. That's a challenge. Are you going to get sucked up into that? You know how many YouTubers get sucked up into that? They say, well, I'm going to be a great YouTuber now, and then their channel crashes. Then they get depressed. Or stop. A lot of them just quit. Yeah. They fail the test. That's cool. You'll get the test again in another form. It'll come. Like, who cares? Don't take yourself so serious. Don't take your failures serious or your successes. Even if you feel you're taking it serious, don't even take that serious. It's okay. So that's the other test. They're both tests. It's both tests. It's not, see, we get caught up in the form. We get caught up in the form. Either, oh, I'm not doing anything special. That's form. You're getting caught up in the expression. You're thinking too much about that. That's the test, not to get caught up in the form. And the other thing is also the same test. You're caught up in the form that it's like some extravagant form, and it's taking off, and there's a lot of dynamic activity going on. It's still form. You're caught up in that. Both are tests on a higher level. You see? Only within the dream it looks something like, wow, I'm helping all these people and I'm getting money, and who cares? When you leave the body, again, are you going to be thinking about that? Doesn't matter. It matters your consciousness. So we have to bring things back to the default settings, you know. All right. I have some books out. I don't remember if I announced it, but you can see my website if you want to see. I have an autobiography book and a Preserving Your Sexual Energy book and a psychedelic book coming soon. And we do some groups sometimes. If you guys want to look at the groups, we have an advanced group, and I'm looking for the people who are seasoned, usually a bit older, and they've been walking this path for a while. They have some humility. They're not trying to like demonstrate what they know and all that stuff. Like it's more about like just being in a field or an environment with a higher frequency that can help raise the vibration. And then we have another group where it's still a spiritual group. Like everything has to be spiritual. It has to be, you know, we can't just focus, you know, on worldly stuff and no. But the other group, it's practical things are allowed a little more. We can talk about sexual energy because I know a lot of guys mostly want to focus on that. So you can see the website, you can write in, and then you tell us where you're at, and then we can get back to you. But all right, videos have been going a little longer. I wonder if it's because the cold weather like gives more energy. I'll see you soon.